I do got to ask you this question. Because it's something that we've discussed on Beyond the Box, and I don't know if you guys have discussed it or not, or at length on Griffin and Bass, but did the Lions have unreasonable expectations placed on them this season?
By their fans, absolutely. By the national pundits, I don't think so. But by their fans, yeah, the fans are ridiculous. They drank up all that Kool-Aid in Hard Knocks, and they just
Hold on. Wait a second. We're not going to blame the fans solely for this when you had media pundits being like, they're going to be one of the most dangerous teams. They're potentially a playoff team, blah, blah, blah. Like, the success of Hard Knocks and how amazing Hard Knocks was set this team up for failure from day one. I feel like the expectations were sky high. And, I mean, this was my biggest fear coming into the season, was what is happening right now. Is all these expectations and then a defense that can't stop anybody. And I mean, did you have them being 1-3 after 4 weeks?
No, I had them being 0-4.
No, you did not.
Oh, yes, I did. I didn't have this team winning more than 6 games all year. I didn't buy into the hype.
No,
I kept looking at the team we
I.
had. But I thought the Vikings would beat us. I thought the Eagles would beat us. I thought the Commanders would beat us.
You really thought the Seahawks were going to beat us? Knowing what they were going through and potentially having to face Drew Lock?
I saw DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett as wide receivers and thought that was enough alone to beat our defense.
Well, I mean, DK did have 140-something yards Sunday.
Yeah, and Lockett quietly had 90.
I don't know. I just feel like there was a lot of... Yeah, I know. I knew from that first drive when it took 7 minutes and they just went down the field at will. I knew. I was like, this is going to be a long day.
Well, and it had to feel even longer.
I expect them to not get a single stop.
Yeah, so you being there, that first half had to feel even longer because after they score that long touchdown, Goff and the offense come out and go 3 and out, and then Seattle gets the ball right back, and then they score again, and then the Lions get it back, and they basically went 3 and out again, except Campbell decided to roll the dice and fake a punt.
Well, hold on.
Your
timeline's wrong. No, your timeline's wrong. Your timeline.
Oh, did the Lions get their stop?
The Lions punt.
Right. Lions punt. It was the fumble by Malcolm Rodriguez. Got the touchdown.
Fumble.
Seattle.
Touchdown to Hawkinson. Yeah. And then.
All right. Then Seattle goes and scores again, and the Lions get the ball right back.
Scores, and then the Lions fake the punt.
Fake the punt. Right. Exactly. So the offense to start this game was not good. Got gifted. Malcolm Rodriguez made a hell of a play on Lockett to strip the ball. And the Lions took advantage of it, and I applaud them. They should have, and they did. But without that, it might be 14-0 early.
Yeah.
And then the Lions are forced to punt again, except they faked the punt, and they got a first down out of it, and they did a little bit. But the offense to start the game was not good. And then, obviously, to start the second half, Goff throws into a Hawkinson double-covered route where he doesn't even look off the defense. The defenders are watching his eyes the whole time and pick off that pass short of Hawk and return it. Like, before the fourth quarter, there was plenty to complain about with the offense of the Detroit Lions in this game. In the fourth quarter, the Lions put up 22 points, which is half of their points for this game, and do some garbage minute at the end to get this thing to a one-score game. Yeah. But the offense had a ton of blame in this game as well before that fourth quarter, and now everyone just wants to focus on the defense, which y'all should have known was going to be terrible coming into this season anyway, so your focus should be on the offense and how they're doing, because there's actually expectations for the offense.
Yeah, but listen, I mean, all right, we've had our discussions. I've written my articles. You know I am not a Jared Goff fan by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not going to be somebody that sits here and says that he's the future of the Detroit Lions. But I also am not going to sit here and say that he was terrible on Sunday, because he wasn't. And I can't in like good conscience say that he was bad. Yes, the pick six is huge for sure, but there are plenty other of like, it's like blaming the officials, right? We go back and forth on this all the time. You can blame the officials all you want, but there's so many things that happen throughout a game that the onus can be put on a number of different things. We can't really blame Eberle for missing 2 extra points because they still lost by 3. So it's not like that cost them the game. Yes, the pick 6 looms large, but if Jared Goff is not in that game with the receivers that he has, completing, 26 of 39 passes for 378 and 4 scores, this is a lot worse than it actually was. So, yeah, the offense stalled and was very slow to get going, for sure, 100% very slow to get going. But, I mean, you cannot look at the offense and go, this is on you guys, because it was clearly not an offensive problem this week. It wasn't. I understand 22 points in the fourth quarter. I understand the garbage time touchdown, but I'm telling you, being there, they had the 3-and-out on the first drive, which was pitiful. Just not great. Throwing a third down completion short of the sticks. I hate it. That nothing drives me more insane than throwing the ball short on third down. But the offense, I mean, they made plays when they had to make plays. That catch by Josh Reynolds for the touchdown in the fourth quarter was one of the greatest catches I have ever seen. That was beautiful. The long pass to Hockenson, the offense did what it needed to do. So, you can bag on them all you want, but I'm not going to be here for the slander this week.
I'm sorry, they did eventually. It was 24-9. It was 24-9 at one point.
Today about highs and lows. It was. You're right.
It was 20 against the Seattle defense, which is one of the worst defenses in football. I'm sorry. I'm not going to forgive it. Am I going to place the blame on them? No. But the offense didn't do enough. The defense damn sure didn't, and we all know that.
Saying don't hold the.
When you need to score half your points for the entire game in the last quarter to try and get back into this, you failed for the first 75% of the game.
Yeah, but so again, how many times did they possess the ball in the third quarter though? Because I will say that was one of the things I saw Geno Smith doing quite well, was actually working the clock. Even when they had the ball with 6-7 minutes left, he'd get up to the line of scrimmage. There's 15 seconds left on the play clock, and he'd step back, let it wind down another 10 seconds, and snap the ball. So I get it. I understand where you're coming from. And, yeah, people need to have their feet held to the fire. I just wouldn't hold them as close for the offense this week because, what – here I go. You've made me defend Jared Goff, and I may punch you in the throat the next time that I see you. I may punch you in the throat the next time that I see you. But when you're talking about a quarterback that has Josh Reynolds as his number 1 and Tom Kennedy as his number 2, and he still did what he did, I get it. They're going to stall out. There was just no way they couldn't stall out a couple of times. Khalif Raymond, Jared Goff threw a good ball to him over the middle of the field, and Khalif Raymond literally just drops it for a fumble. That was a game changer. That's not on Goff, right? So, God, Matt, I knew I shouldn't have come on here tonight because I knew you were going to make me defend this.
Hey, Ryan Griffin here. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Griffin and Bass. Be sure to give us your thoughts in the comments below. Remember to click the bell to receive the latest notifications from DSN and subscribe for breaking news, community blogs, polls, contests, and other content.